Support matchmaking.
Yo.
You know what? Shout out to the crowd. You guys are amazing.
Holy.
Some might even say amazing.
Are we pushing?
Well, the Darov gets picked up, so I was right. This is going to be a Paquito jungle. But again, Darov has its goods and bads. I would say in MSC we've seen quite a lot of the bad. Like, he can win the lane, but what's next?
Yeah, I think it was Falcons PH2 who were the first ones to use it. Flap already using it. Not necessarily reflects a good standing as KDA-wise most of the time. It's just really to match and answer the Esmeralda, which I think, again, is a question we raised. How they answer Bomba. How can they kind of shut down Bomba?
Yeah.
But Spirit, they've locked in a Valentina and a Gatot Gacha. That's more and more ways for them to stop YG and all their fighters.
I know, that is really rough, guys, to go against. We're looking at that final pick, and it's going to be in the mid lane.
I feel like if they can get a hero with crowd control, they pick up the Rafa. Taking notes from Aurora, and we see the reaction coming in from Team Spirit. It looks like they didn't see this coming. And I like this pick because the Darov can shred armor. So it doesn't matter the armor that you have. The Claude and the Paquito will be able to do enough damage. This Rafa giving that sustain. This is a very interesting draft, and I can see it working.
Well, YG just bet $500,000 on it, because that's what's at stake here. $1 million goes to Team Spirit. Cold Star happy again with the draft. Gengon Galacticos trying to tie it up and send us to a Game 7. What a time here at MSC. I hope it continues as we send it over to Gideon and Mirko.
I agree. Everybody needs to start praying at this point. Everybody is looking for their team to make it to the very end. Here at match point, the pressure is still on Yangon, and they basically have come up with a more interesting draft, a different sign, a different means to attack this potential championship point. We come down to game number 6, and my God, if this isn't a marathon, and almost immediately Sawo starts off with a pretty good taunt here at level 1, just to make sure that Yangon, they can't walk freely.
They gotta. YG, their main win condition is playing through these fighters and just going all in with the healing, trying to out-sustain Team Spirit, so they gotta try to establish some lane dominance at the start of the game.
Yeah, not to mention that we're also getting Pull Yourself Togethers from Sunset Lover as well. He wants to make super plays of his own, either stealing away some pretty good ults, but most likely going to be Wrath of the Dryads. First invasion here, it's gonna be a little difficult. Han, it's on level 4, but still has plenty of damage, and Sawo zones him away.
Ooh, Sawo with the victory, able to pick it up. Han trying to deal a little bit more damage, but it only lands on Sawo, so that ends up just being a win straight up for Spirit.
Maybe this could be the answer that they were looking for, right? Sanjin as well as Hiko, it's still going to be a little tough between the two at the bare minimum. Both going for bottom charge here, but now hold on, first blood achieved. Oh, maybe. Oh, Blink gets out of there.
Clutch flicker from Blink to get away, to evade from a possible first blood, to send Team Spirit into that spiral of snowball.
Man, this game has got me, even me, antsy. I don't know when the next big play is going to come, but at least we know.
Uh-oh, Kai's in a bit late. Oh my God, it's gonna be all.
just be a Game 7 if it keeps going this way. We're already in that 2K dangerous territory. And there's no imitable, no noticeable power spikes that we have to be aware of here, because Yangon will hit it first every time.
A 2,000 gold lead now. This is getting very troublesome for Team Spirit.
Yeah,
And the lead is on Ying. On the Dairoth, this guy's gonna start bursting people down, and not to mention again the fact that he should actually just be the support in this game. He should just be the support for Han to get those knockout strikes.
Yeah, but that's the truth of it all. That's really the truth. I mean, he could technically be like a cleanup crew at the end because he has his flicker and the ult, but now that he's 4-0-1, you might as well take full control.
Sao with the taunt just to escape. Han with the rotation, and now take a look at Ying. I think just one jump and a basic attack and send Sunset Lover back to base.
Yep, it's too tough to contest for this digital objective. Oh!
No, there you go. Flicker Rapid Dryad from Blink. Kaize is the one who picks up the kill, and it's another death on Sunset Lover. Sour able to go with the iframes, but now he's going to do the all-in from Ying. He goes in for the damage. Sour low. Revitalize comes around with Bomba, and Sour gets out.
And this is why it's dangerous, especially for winning.
Over by the flicker, Guile and Ryu down below.
Hey, I mean, the Street Fighter gang looking for a T2 down on that bot side. It's forcing a reaction coming out from Team Spirit.
Hey. Wait a second, Nate. Oh! Nate with the dash. Michael and I bringing him to a place that you shouldn't want to be, but they get out. They have to burn a flicker, but, you know, they get out.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Yangon were definitely in Team Spirit basement there for a while, but they managed to sneak their way back out. For now, TS, it's all about scaling at this stage. Zara, I don't think he can really contest it at this stage, not until he gets the War Axe, and even then, I feel like it might just delay his overall power spike. But then nobody else has much of a lead. Even Hiko doesn't have much of a lead.
Yep. But the thing is, whenever you have a Melissa, you can still just play in the late game, right? We saw that from Vitality as well against Falcons when they were down, what, 5,000, 6,000 gold in the early game. They could still just wait for the Melissa to scale, then play front to back. Then it's all about Sour looking for those angles, but look at this lead. 1,200 gold lead in between the XP laners. Then it's just everybody who's up ahead, 500, 600.
Yeah, they're just stacking up as much of the lead as they possibly can here. They might find something else. As Blink, he's looking for an opportunity.
Good taunt of this engagement. Sour's still going to be caught. Oh, he doesn't even have the iframes. It was on cooldown. Sour trying to save him now. He puts himself in 1v5. It's a double for Han, and he has a Sky Piercer.
Man, that was a bad direction to actually go for the dashes. He double dashed away from Sao when he should have gone around Sao back into his own territory. That probably should have been it. Without the combo points, without the iframes, he just can't get out. He just doesn't have the cooldowns yet to be able to make these super plays like he has done earlier in the series. At this stage, it's starting to get a little dangerous because Yangon, we've seen them with a 5.5k lead. They are looking for everything across the map, every tier 1.
6,000 gold ahead. Hiko. Oh man, even on the turret, it's Hiko losing out of the train, and Sour gonna be extra careful, my guy. Oh god, that was just one strike. That was just one skill too.
Yeah, and they're saving the combo here, making sure that they're threatening them through their life totals. But just the raw sustain coming up from Yangon's, it's becoming really, really difficult to keep on contesting, because as much as you want to wait for your cooldowns to come back off, it doesn't matter if you're not getting yourself that net profit. And now, let's look at the items real quick, because Sao, smartly enough, decides to go at least to get the Chastised Pauldron. The War Axe is still underway here. Okay,
Sao
should be fine, but they don't get the AOG out of him just yet.
Oh, even with the dive on Sao, revitalized there, and the Rapid Dryad as well, but that's going to be the all-in double already. Go away right there, Sunset Lover able to pin them all down. The falling Star Moon locks him, but there's no damage. Bomba taken out by Han. Under Turn on Hiko, picking up the kill. Flickers out of safety and finally is able to get a kill on board for Team Spirit.
Yep, and they're also going to get the whole shielding by the mid lane.
Wow.
Everything that could have gone right for Yangon Galacticos have gone right. And better yet, hey Ying, don't let you give the shutdown. It's fine. It's completely okay. Great shred as it was applied on the multiple frontliners, and more importantly, Zara, he just doesn't have the cooldowns to keep iframing forever here. But the worst part about it is that when you think that the Wrath of Dryads is just done, all of a sudden, you start seeing Kaiser just saying, you know what, slow down or completely stop. Halt right there.
Hope still in the air for Team Spirit. It's so low, but there is still hope because of that shutdown. Now it's all on Hiko. Their wave clear, not that good. So they're gonna have to sacrifice a few more structures as YG secure the Lord for free. As YG have 40 stacks on Han Skypiercer.
Yep, he's so huge right now. This is going to be the strongest point for him in this game. It's only going to get worse for the side of TS. They need to drag this out for another 4 more minutes to get Zara back into position, and I think more importantly for Hiko to finish off his items. 50 stacks already, Malefic Roar already purchased, and a War Axe currently underway.
It's 50. It's not even 40, it's 50. Okay. A siege in the mid lane. Lord gonna be pulled out. Bomba. Purify out. Salvo with the AOG. Able to land on two, but now it's gonna get bursted down with the Wrath of the Dryad, locking him down. It's Hiko with the muddles. Not doing any damage. Taken out by Han. Go away already by Hiko. He's able to find some damage right now as he goes on to Han. The falling Sarmoon. He's able to lock him down. But it's not. Blazing duet from Sanjay.
And they find it! Zara the next to fall! And Yangon Galacticos make it even faster! 11K ending, guess what? 10! That's all we need!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a Game 7!
What an incredible series this has been. Fast, very, very quick, but statements have been thrown back and forth between both of these teams at the very pinnacle of Mobile Legends esports. God, what a showing!
Of course, it had to be a best of 7 going all the way. Of course, MSC EWC 2026 continues to surprise, continues to shock everybody who's watching. And man, what a show. Sure, it's not the closest of games to get us to Game 7. It's been Stomp 1, then Yangon with a Stomp, then Spirit with a Stomp. It's just going back and forth, but now, finally, it's back-to-back for YG.
Yup, finally they've evened up this score somehow. I thought maybe with the draft order, the TS was going to find something else, but Yangon still have some soul left in them. Team Spirit, they got to pull it together here. They're getting a little nervous. They don't even understand that the momentum is starting to build up for the Galacticos.
I have no words.
Could they have written a better story here today? We're going to bask in just the thought of that as we throw it back over to our analysts. And of course, great day.
Bang, bang. We got ourselves a Game 7 here at MSC 2026 with the Lenovo Legion Gauntlet. The trophy. These two teams are a photo finish away from right in the middle. The hopes of a nation, Myanmar, represented by YG and EECA, now starting to, for the first time, look a bit doubtful if they can close the job. However, this is what we hope for as neutral fans, as those who love seeing esports, who love moments like this. This is what you wish for, Brigitte. And LaFell, I know that despite you wanting to stand up out of your chair, well, I guess you could stand up. You do have free will. There is a nation in Myanmar who is looking at this saying, we've reached the grand finals already. It was an M2. We have finally given ourselves a chance to become the new era, the new heroes of MLBB.
Oh yeah, that was a terrifying performance. We definitely got to see from that game number 6. That was a Dairon who they literally took a risk with because it was a do or die.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't spell Dairon without die, and that's what he gave to Team Spirit there, because let me just say, not wrong, since MSC has been so good anyways, we gotta go all out. We gotta go all the way to Game 7. This is why I say, good luck to the rest of the games at EWC, man. I mean, like,
Yeah, it's tough, man.
we got the viewership, we got the games, we got the action, we got the jokes.
It's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. Been some great games, great competitions across the board, but this one certainly has got to be up there with the best of the best. Heck, it's one of the best in MLBB international history. Especially for these 3 weeks in France, I don't know where else you would have put your attention to say a Game 7, this level of competition, this comeback, this amount of money on the line for this, I would say, group of gentlemen who aren't established pros for 17, 15 years. Some of the people in other MOBAs have been there forever. These guys are still young gentlemen building their lives. $1 million now stands between them and one game of Mobile Legends.
Yeah, and one of the youngest.
Yeah, the youngest.
Part of this tournament, Czar Egoist, that was painful to watch. That was painful for him. It was a game where he could barely do anything, and you could see it even in the post-game stats. He only got like, what, 2 orange buffs towards his side, and the rest were just all over to Yangon. He was clearly denied of the kind of performance that we've seen from him time and time again throughout this best of 7.
Well, Ying has given us so many now nicknames. I'm sure online you guys have already started coming up with new nicknames for Ying, whether it's Undying, whether it's Terrifying,
He's defying expectations.
whether it's Defying, and I think expectations versus reality was a little bit of a theme earlier. We saw it's not Indonesia, it's not the Philippines, it's Myanmar and EECA. They have given us the show that we were hoping for. Ying and Galacticos on the Arlet, on the Dairoth. Ying has been special regardless, LaFell.
I mean, like, honestly, at this point, I mean, we've been setting this up, I think even like day 3 of MSC, where the EXP laners, they are providing so much for the team. In this case, Ying is special because game number 1 is a lot of chase and crowd control, and game number 2 is a lot of chase as well as damage. Like, this guy, having it at Dairoth is risky in the sense that if you lose your lane, there's not much you can do. So it's a good thing that he won the lane and then expanded it to all across the map.
Yeah.
You talk about taking that risk in game.